Jeremy.
see
He's
him.
right in front of Jeremy.
I see him. Hold on.
Oh, you got this. He's got it.
I hit him. He should be coming around to you.
Got him! Yes! Boom! 7 kills!
Hello, fellow beer drinkers, and welcome to Pause for a Pint, the show that makes you stop and think, what should I drink? Today we're going to be looking at the Battle Royale game that has everyone from Logan Paul to Drake playing. Wait, what? What do you mean that's Fortnite? Fuck. And today we're going to be looking at the game that started the Battle Royale trend that eventually led to Fortnite, and that is PlayerUnknown's Battleground. PlayerUnknown's Battleground, or PUBG, released its beta back in March of 2017. The concept was simple enough. 100 players are dropped onto an island with nothing but the clothes on their back and are forced to fight until there's only one left. No perks, no loadouts, just your wit and whatever loot you can find. The game quickly caught on like wildfire, and before you knew it, every YouTuber and streamer was playing PUBG. But where did this game exactly come from? The game gets its start with a video game enthusiast by the name of Brandon Green. Green was not a game designer. He was an Irish photographer and web designer who started making mods for Arma 2.
Started off making a mod basically back in Arma 2 because I wanted to make a game I wanted to play.
And thus, Arma 2 Battle Royale was born. But in February of 2016, Green was ready to move on. He flew out to South Korea to meet with a small company called Bluehole. Bluehole was interested in making a Battle Royale game, and in their research, they kept coming across Brandon Green's name. And before you knew it, Brandon Green was the creative director at Bluehole. Brandon Green really wanted to get the game in customers' hands fast, and they released a very simple game. One game mode, one map, and only a handful of weapons, and over time they kept adding. And it was a breath of fresh air from the expensive, high-budget, lavish first-person shooters that were on the market. It was gritty, tense, down-to-earth, and rewarded a bunch of different playstyles. It was literally a game made by gamers for gamers. And we could talk about this game all day, but I really think the only way to fully understand it is to play it. Okay, so welcome to Pause for a Pint. Today we have a special guest.
Hello, I'm Jason.
He is our local PUBG expert. So I have never played this game.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
Good
I have
for
no
you.
clue the buttons.
Good for you. Oh yeah, we'll get through that.
There we go. Okay, so what does buttons do?
All right.
How do I sprint?
Shift. Hold shift.
This? No?
I mean, you can go there. That's gonna be a safer game if you do.
Where do I want to go?
Go for that house. Those little houses right there. If you
Okay.
want.
So, is
F,
open right?
F is the use key for everything. Get it close to
God, this is bad. This is bad.
R to reload.
God, there's so many. Ooh. Oh God.
Oh, I can't believe you got a kill your first time playing.
Oh my God. That was so easy.
Yeah, that dude was an idiot, but good job. You're good for
Where
now.
should I head towards?
You're in the circle, but you see how the circle's more on the military
So I
bases
want to get
island?
near the bridge. Give me a good
Vehicles spawn on roads, so if you run near a road, you're more likely going to find one.
option. So a lot of this is knowing like what weapons and stuff to pick up, right?
Yeah, like, do you want me to be guiding you on what to pick up? Because I'm sure if your viewers are enjoying watching you just like being a hoarder right now and picking up every item you see. Yeah, grab that. That's the one useful thing you've
Okay.
seen so far. Yeah, you're just like grabbing ammo that you don't need. Grab that butt protector right there, that pan, and
Yes.
that red dot sight.
We're gonna get in some action. I need some.
All right. If you want action, just literally go to the bridge. If there's not
Well, I
people
don't wanna
there, you'll
die
meet people
action.
there. Yeah.
Like I want like moderate to
Well,
severe.
you could-
action. Oh,
Oh, run for that. That's very
right
moderate to
through a field.
severe.
that's very moderate to severe. Wouldn't that be severe?
Well, it depends on how many people are nearby that see it. Yeah, grab that and drive that there. Get 'em closer. Scare yourself, you're good. I mean, I kind of do for some games, but I wouldn't want it for a game where you have to run around. Like a racing game or something would be cool for.
Approach.
Yeah, press F to loot it real quick. You gotta be quick here.
Oh, someone's coming.
Oh, stop looting it. Oh,
I'm dead.
Damn.
For first time ever,
You got a kill. That's good.
32. And now that we're all done playing, let's talk beer. First part is to look at playstyle. With a game like PUBG, it's important to stay focused and on your toes at all times. so lower ABV beers will help. Beers with strong hop flavors will not only keep you on your feet, but will also blend well with the action of PUBG. So things like session IPAs or American Pale Ales will work. And when you do ever win, the game rewards you with a winner chicken dinner. And since we're talking about food, it's important to look at food pairings. And nothing pairs better with a chicken dinner than an easy drinking German lager. So for my first selection, I picked Weihenstephaner's Original Premium. What makes Weihenstephaner super interesting is they are the world's oldest brewery. They've been brewing since 1040, right there. This is a German lager. It's 5.1% alcohol. So right off the bat, it's a bit more dank, I would say. You get a little bit of those kind of like grassy hop smell. Let's try it out. That is crisp. Of course, because it's a German lager, it's not aggressively hoppy. And these Germans have really mastered the art of making non-expensive, very easy drinking beers. You get that crisp, refreshing lager flavor, bright citrus notes, and then you get the hops later. It's actually a lot drier than I remember. What's really good about this beer is when you're playing the game, you really don't want to get too drunk. So this will keep you on your feet. You can probably get this beer at most craft beer stores. This is like the OG German lager. Like I said, it's the oldest brewery in the world. This beer is literally hundreds of years old. Well, not bottled 100 years ago, but this recipe is over 100 years old and it still holds up today. But like, I close my eyes now and I'm in the battlefield. I'm running. I've got a frying pan on my back, a gun in my hand, and all that I have pictured in my mind is that chicken dinner. I want that chicken dinner. This could be the beer that helps you step up your game. And I mean, that's just my take, but the beer talks for itself. Next, we'll be looking at environment. To keep things simple, we're only going to be looking at the first map that was introduced when the game was released. Erangel as a map is kind of a mix and match of a couple different environments. It's a post-apocalyptic dystopia with abandoned farmlands, schools, hospitals, and factories. So beers with industrial vibes like steam beers or brown ales or easy drinking pilsners, and those will go really well with the abandoned buildings and factories. And when looking at the farmlands or the overgrown grass, beers with a lot of earthy flavors will go well. And nothing goes better with farmlands than a farmhouse ale. If you haven't had a farmhouse ale or a saison, basically at the end of the harvest season, the farmers would take any ingredients that were left over and they would take all those ingredients and they'd throw them in a pot and just make beer. So without further ado, let's crack this guy open. The beer I picked was Brewery Vyvanse Farmhand. It is 5.5% alcohol. They're from Grand Rapids, Michigan. You don't get a lot in the nose. It almost gets kind of that like Pilsner malt smell. Let's try it out. So you get this like floral hop right on your tongue immediately. I almost got these very subtle like banana hints. And then you kind of get this like lingering grassiness on the back end. And honestly, it drinks like a German lager with a Belgian yeast. The Belgian flavors of this beer aren't super prominent and they kind of blend really well with the whole beer. And really it kind of has this like earthy, peppery hops that really just kind of stay on your tongue after the floral flavors kind of disappear. But overall, for a farmhouse ale, I think it does a pretty good job of covering the environment of that first level. Back on these farms, it was very important for these farm owners to provide drinks for their farmers because at the time, beer was a lot safer to drink than plain water. So it was their way of keeping the employees hydrated, which sounds crazy now. But honestly, looking back, that sounds awesome. So with that being said, there's only one beer left. Let's get to it. Next, we're going to be looking at setting. Up front, Erangel doesn't have a lot of backstory. There's no timeline on when this map takes place. It's a fictional island off the coast of some Eastern European country, and the game doesn't provide us with any information on why we're battling to the death or why this island was abandoned, and what signs of civilization are left all seem to show that the people who were there were of Russian origin. And although there's not a lot of styles that originated from Russia, there are some that have connections with Russia, and that would be the Russian Imperial Stout, which was brewed by the British to win over the Russian Tsar. So my selection today is North Coast's Old Rasputin. It's from Fort Bragg, California. An Imperial Stout is typically going to be really high in alcohol, but will use some of those nice like chocolate or coffee or roasted malt notes to kind of blend with the alcohol so that it doesn't feel as boozy when you're drinking it. Russian Imperial Stouts just punch you in the face, you know. When you taste it, you can taste the alcohol. What I was saying before of wanting lower ABV, but the idea of drinking this while playing PUBG is that instead of drinking it while you're playing, you would pour yourself a glass and you would drink it in between games, and you could play multiple games with still drinking one glass. With that, let's crack this bad boy open. I'm going for the left-handed pour. And like I mentioned, this is a stronger beer. It's 9% alcohol. Sure, off the bat, you smell a little bit of booze. The smell of the booze is straight up just like earthy dirtness, malt stuff. That is actual terminology. Quote it there. Beautiful. So let's try this out. Ooh, that's a Russian Imperial Stout, all right. You want it to have these nice, rich chocolate flavors, and it provides that, but it also, that booziness kind of like grabs onto you and is like, oh, you thought I was gonna fade out after the initial taste? Nope, I'm here in the finish. It has these fleeting chocolate notes, very roasty, bitter, not sweet, very dry. Even before the first sip, you know you're getting into this boozy beer. You get a little bit of the burn on the back end. For a beer that's this rugged, almost kind of like Mountain Man beer, it actually has a very surprisingly light body to it. I could see this beer going two ways. It could be a well-deserved reward after a hard-played match, or a good slap to the face, you still have another round to go for any matches that were not in your favor. And with all that being said, let's summarize what we've tried today. We started out with Weihenstephaner's Original Premium, so really easy drinking, low ABV, drink it while you play, get the job done. Downside, if you're looking for something with a little bit more oomph to get you pumped up, might not get the job done. For our second beer, we have Brewery 5 Ants Farmhand. Pairs really well with that earthiness of the game and running through the fields. Lower ABV is going to help. And for a beer that is 5.5, it's shockingly complex. It has layers. You get that floral, that pepperness. The downside is that the delicate Belgian flavors don't necessarily pair or match well with the violence and the action and the fast-paced type of mentality of PUBG. But for location-wise, it works perfectly. Last but not least, Old Rasputin, North Coast Brewing. Style, historically, it works good. The earthiness of this really helps with the environment, kind of like this one. Not as much, but it still has that great earthiness that will really immerse you in the game. A downside is that it is a higher alcohol percentage, so you're going to have to almost train yourself to drink differently. You know, pace yourself, take it between games. It's higher alcohol. It's not super strong for Imperial Stouts. I've seen Imperial Stouts go as high as like 12, 13, even higher sometimes. Now, what makes this episode a little different, as much as we want to pick a winner, I don't think we can just sitting here. We're not on the battlegrounds. And I like to consider myself here a scientist of some sort. And a good scientist has to test his theories. So there's only one way to pick a winner, and that's to play test it. Okay, so now, Jason.
Good to be here.
You're going to play 3 games, one with each beer, and we're going to see which one gets you the furthest.
Alright, do my best. I didn't actually look to see if anyone else came here. I'm getting shot at right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just took a sip of my beer while that dude was shooting at me.
It's tasty.
It is good. I'm about to finish it. Might need a bigger pour.
Have you mastered the art of when to pick up your drink and drink? Do you do it between games only?
No, like, you spend a lot of time waiting in this game, so it's a good drinking game, actually. Oh. Damn.
You came in 60th place. Not the worst thing in the world. Okay, so what are you thinking? Where you want to land?
Like right here, being on this hill. Like this isn't a hill. This is literally a mountain.
Oh. Okay, that's 1 kill already. We're already doing pretty good.
Oh, he just shot at me. He was shooting at someone. Not right now.
Oh, that's 3. Ooh, there you go. No,
I was shooting at someone else. Got him.
Did you get him? You got
Yeah.
him.
Someone's shooting at me. You know what? I've ran from too many people. And now he's on the right, I think.
There he is.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Okay, that's 5 kills.
Yeah, you better run. Oh, I got lucky. I'm in the next circle too. Look at that. Or barely,
Oh my
barely
God.
in it. Oh, right next to me.
Nice.
Oh, that's 1-on-1. Oh. Damn. Second place.
So
That's
let's look at what we got.
Second place.
6 kills.
6 kills.
Second place. That's gonna be hard to beat. Okay. So for the last one, we have Old Rasputin. Okay.
This is a harsh beer, so I'm gonna go somewhere dangerous.
Oh, okay.
This is
you have like
this
a
is the
flying
Russian
saucer.
gun right here.
Oh, that's
actually.
a Russian.
DP-20.
Okay, so we got a Russian gun for a Russian Imperial Stout.
That's a firefight right there. You'll
That was so your opportunity.
No, I'm fine on ammo. He's gonna take cover behind this wall once it's still at one point, hopefully. That's gonna miss. See, now I'm just screwing myself. Now he knows he's getting shot from 2 direct. I'm getting shot from elsewhere too.
Oh no, he's in.
Yeah, someone else is shooting at me too now.
Oh,
Yeah,
so 34.
They're the same guy.
0 kills.
35 actually.
35.
That dude was that dude, yeah.
So with that, our winner is Brewery Vivance Farmhand. Thank you so much for checking this video out. If you like it, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what game you would want to see in a future episode. And that finishes our first rotation. So next episode we'll go back to looking at movies. And you can click here to check out last week's episode on Stranger Things, or click here to subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter to find out what movie we'll be looking at next episode. And with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to see you soon. And until then, keep drinking.